Not all mining jobs lead to full-time, high-paying careers. Welcome to Conversations About Mining. I've got Jess here from Beyond WA Resumes and Recruitment, and today I'm going to ask her about the different types of jobs you can get in the mining industry and how some of them don't actually lead to full-time work, unfortunately.
Hey, Andrew, thanks for having me. There's a lot of roles actually that people kind of jump into, especially in the construction space. They see FIFO and they think, yes, I'm going to get into mining, and they may be on a construction site for a mining company or for a contracting company that's building a mine. But that doesn't translate into mining experience or knowledge, and it also does not translate into a full-time permanent role with the mining company. I have it a lot. I have a lot of contractors, people that have worked for, Monos or, Lang O'Rourke or one of the contracting engineering companies or construction companies. And it's just not translating into that mining role. And they're like, but I've got FIFO experience, but I've worked FIFO, but that doesn't equal mining experience. You can't go from working as a trade assistant for a contracting company and jump in as a trade assistant in a production mine, because the experience does not translate at all. And you do have FIFO experience and you've probably got all the tickets and meet all the minimum criteria, but you'd have no idea what you were doing within the job on a day-to-day level. So, it may last, you may get a few swings. You may be doing back-to-back shutdowns for a year or 2 years or 3 years, which a lot of people do because it's great money and they can take leave when they want to. But it's not always going to translate into that mining job. If that's what you're after, it's a great foot in the door to try out FIFO and see if you can handle the being away from home and living in camp and doing all of that type of things. But the actual day-to-day of the job, it's not going to give you that experience that you're just going to be able to jump over into a mining role, unfortunately.
Yeah, you really need to go and work on the mine site proper to get the full-time roles that people are after. And I find that people try and get into shutdown work thinking shutdown work will lead to mining work, and unfortunately shutdown work just leads to more shutdown work. It's easy to get pigeonholed within the industry, unfortunately, and people do all the time. And the easiest way to get out of being pigeonholed is to educate yourself. And you can do that using the training that we've got available. And if you want your resume done, we've got a really good 3-step plan package that we've got between the two companies at the moment that you can do, that you can sort you out with all that. If you've got some shutdown experience and you want to roll that into a permanent job on a mine site, then, give Jess a call or get in contact with me, and, we'll walk you through the 3-step plan package that we've got and, help you make that jump across. But I find it frustrating when I talk to a lot of people that they think that the shutdown and civil side of things is going to be a full-time job to start with, or it's going to lead to a full-time job, because it just isn't, unfortunately.
No, and those jobs really, unless you're a supervisor or a superintendent of some sort, or you're up in a management role, you're not ever probably going to get a full-time contract with any of those companies that are doing the construction and the civil side of things. 99% of the time they are running on like a casual contract. And when the work ends, unfortunately. And that does happen a lot. We have a lot of people, especially now, a lot of projects are kind of winding down for Christmas. And that's the other difference between your construction crews and your production mining crews, is that that doesn't happen in mining. Mining never sleeps, it goes on 24/7, whereas construction might shut down for 3 weeks over Christmas and you might be left without an income and without any work lined up for the new year either, because they're not going to let you know. They might call you on the 3rd of January and say, yep, cool, you can fly out tomorrow for 6 weeks, but you're not going to know until then. So there's that real uncertainty. And if you've got bills to pay, it can be really stressful. And this is a really good time of year to actually try and make that transition into production mining. With the snatchet season coming up, there'll be a mass exodus.
Yep.
People staying home for Christmas or going to festivals or concerts or traveling or whatever they want to do. So now is a really good time to do it, to actually chat to Andrew about a course, about what that looks like for you and how that will complement your experience already. We can get your resume done for you, and by mid-December you can be ready to start those applications and actually hopefully snag one of those roles that someone's walked out of.
And there's lots of jobs around. You just have to look on the channel, the YouTube channel that we've got, Australian Mining for New Starters. There's job hunt videos for all the mining jobs around the country on there that you can have a look at. And it's the same employers looking for the same people over and over again. So yeah, there's lots of work around at this time of year. Great time of the year to get in.
Definitely.
Thanks, Jess. So if you've got any more questions you'd like to ask, please send them through. And if you could like and subscribe the channel. Thanks.
Thank you.